What's up, Skyline Academy? Mr. Rubano here. This is art class for week 1. And you're probably thinking to yourself, why are you wearing that creepy mask, Mr. Rubano? And the answer is, because I can. Wah, ah, 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 ah. Oh, did you see me? There I was. Oh, where was I? Oh, yes, art class. What are we learning this week, Mr. Rubano? Well, students of Skyline Academy, we are going to be focusing on how to draw a 3D cube. Why, Mr. Rubano? Well, because over the years, a lot of students have asked me how to draw 3D cubes, and I'm going to give you a quick step-by-step tutorial video on how to do not just one, but 2 kinds of cubes. All right, so the 2 kinds of cubes that we're going to focus on this week are a see-through cube, which will allow you to see all the way to the back of the cube, like an ice cube, and a cube that is shaded on 2 sides, which helps us to determine where the light source is, which is how we know where to shade our cube. All right, but before we jump into that, you might ask yourself, what does 3D or 3-dimensional even mean? So a dimension means to be able to see a side. A dimension is just a side. So if something is 3-dimensional, it means you can see 3 sides. All right. In the case of our see-through cube, it is 4 dimensions because you can see all 4 sides. And the only way something can be 4-dimensional is if it is see-through. But before I do that, I'd just like to go like this. Ooh, did you see me? I popped up there again. That was a little creepy. All right. So hopefully now everyone has some understanding of what a dimension is. It's a side. And what we're doing this week, we're drawing 2 3D cubes. All right, so I'm going to switch on over to the other portion of this video and give you guys the quick tutorial. Be sure to practice up. Don't get frustrated. You might need to use a ruler, possibly, to keep your stuff symmetrical, which we talked about what that means, so nice and even. Yeah, we'll be seeing what you guys can come up with this week. So hopefully you guys are having a safe week at home, and I look forward to seeing you guys again real soon. But until then, you're going to have to deal with Mr. Rubano in this creepy mask. Let's switch the video now. Okay, guys, so you can see here that we have 2 boxes. One's going to be see-through, and one's going to be shaded when we're done. But we talked about how right now they're both 2-dimensional, which means they're a flat surface. They're just squares right now, and we're going to turn them into cubes to make them 3D. So right now they are 2-dimensional, and we're going to turn them into 3-dimensional. Okay? And a dimension just means a side. So when you say 3-dimensional, it means you can see sides. All right? So we're going to start here with our shaded one. And the first thing we're going to do is make 3 lines. Okay? So here's 1. Here's 2. And here's 3. If you need to pause the video, go ahead and pause to make sure that you have your 3 lines where they need to be. Notice that they're all going in the same direction. Also, you probably noticed that I'm using a grid here. That's because I want to keep this as symmetrical as possible. You might need to use a ruler or the side of a book if you need to, but to measure that all 4 sides of your square are equal, so that it helps you to keep your cube symmetrical, all right? Because you can see here that I'm using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 squares on all 4 sides. And then for these 3 lines here, I'm going between 2 squares. So that's equal on each side, all right? So now I'm going to go ahead and connect these lines, all right? So here we go. That's the first side. Okay, so now you can see that it's a 3D square, all right? So in this case, you can't see the back because we're going to add shade to this cube here. So I'm going to use a different color. I'm going to use orange for that, all right? So we're just going to go ahead and start adding shade to the side. We're going to leave the front as the light source, which means the back has shaded sides. So here we go. I'm just going to shade the sides here. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, now you can see one side is shaded, and you could leave it like this, and this is not incorrect. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to shade both the top and the bottom and leave the front blank. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and shade the other side. All right, so now you have a 3D cube that is shaded. All right, now for the second part of the video, we're going to go and do a see-through video, a see-through cube. So this one will look more like an ice cube, so you're able to actually see the back of the cube, which technically is being able to see all 4 dimensions, which would only happen in the case where you can see through something, all right? So in this case, we're going to create something that's actually 4D, because you can see all 4 sides, making it see-through all the way to the back, okay? So we're going to start off the same way we did with this cube. We're going to go here, and we're going to connect this line, draw our second line here, and draw our third line here. Again, if you need to go ahead and pause the video and get this, get this looking the same as mine, go ahead and do that. If you turn it on the side, you'll notice it looks like I don't know if you can see that, it looks like a table. Okay, but going back to this, we're not going to get sidetracked. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to add a 4th line. Okay, here we go. Now we have added a 4th line. All right, now it really looks like an upside down table, but we're going to connect those lines. All right, so this is the back of the cube now. Here we're going to go ahead and make it to the front of the cube so that we can see. We're going to connect this line. We're going to connect this line. And finally, we're going to connect these top 2. And now, as you can see here, we can see all 4 sides. So here's the back. Here's the front, okay? And then you can see this side, this side, this side, and this side. So all 4 sides are now visible in our cube. All right? So, again, feel free to pause the video, practice, follow the steps. All right? And I'll be interested to see what you guys are able to do. All right? Other than that, I hope you guys are having a great week, and I will see you guys next week. All right, thanks.